Very good evening to all of you. Welcome to After Hours with William O'Neill India's team. So today, 22/7/22, and it's the end of the week. So we will also discuss a few things about how the week went by. But yeah, overall, it was a good day. Not only the good day, but it was a good week, in fact. So very strong week after many months. So all five sessions traded higher. In fact, even last Friday was also good. So let's begin with today's session. I think everyone is in, right? So we can start now. Okay, fine. Yeah. So if you look at, this is not today's action, but a weekly action type. So if you focus over here, so there was a strong, sorry, today's action over here. So yes, after the opening, it went a bit higher, but found resistance around 16,700 level, which was a bit expected. कि कल जैसे हम 16,600 पे रेजिस्टेंस ले रहे थे, आज 16,700 पे रेजिस्टेंस लिया. नॉट इनफैक्ट नॉट वंस बट ट्वाइस. यहाँ भी थोड़ा एक इंट्राडे टॉप स्टेप बन गया था. नीचे में 600 के अराउंड सपोर्ट मिल गया था, बट टू टाइम्स ड्यूरिंग द डे यहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस मिला. सो आफ्टर दिस पुल बैक व्हेन निफ्टी रिक्लेम दिस 16,700 लेवल, देन there was nothing to stop it, and almost 50 points rally from there. And in fact, in last hour there was some pullback, but the good part is Nifty closed above this level. अभी 16,700 के ऊपर बंद आ गया निफ्टी. So very good setup Nifty, no two ways about it. In fact, banking stocks did really well. So the major push came from the HDFC twins. The ICICI did really well before its result tomorrow, and also the other banking stocks did well. Now, if you look at the top gainers and losers, so Ultratech Cement came out with its result during the day, and it was a good result. So it beat estimates on all the front. We will discuss it. So with that, Grasim did well. बाकी के stocks भी अच्छा किया, especially South-based cement companies. The UPL was among the top gainers list, and yes, the reason why you are seeing index above 16,700 close. So strong momentum in HDFC twins. On the flip side, no major loser. I think एक सिर्फ Tata Consumer और Infi थोड़ा ज़्यादा नीचे थे. बाकी less than 1% का ही loss था. So overall, it was a good day for the market. On the sectorial part, if you see, no two ways about that. Nifty Bank, the top gainer, financial service, also 1.5% gain. Private banks did well. So all the financials and banking related stocks. बाकी FMCG, metal थोड़ा flat था. FMCG was a bit good. ITC made a new high today, and also HUL did well. And I think there is, some talks and some agreements possible between the Russia Ukraine on the food part. कि जो यूक्रेन में फूड पड़ा है उसका एक्सपोर्ट के लिए जो भी क्लियरेंसेस या फिर उसके लिए जो भी रूट्स चाहिए, along with discussion with the European countries, और तो वहाँ पे क्लियरेंस हो सकता है. सो द फूड इन्फ्लेशन यहाँ से कम होने का चांसेस है. ऑल्दो लास्ट 1-2 महीने में ऑयल, व्हीट सब कुछ नीचे आ गया है, बट दिस विल फर्दर एड टू द सप्लाई, and this supply will help to control the inflation, especially on the food part. So that is good. So FMCG, the IT was the loser. I think Infi was the major loser, 2%. Pharma में कुछ major action नहीं था. So overall, a good setup on the sectorial front, especially Bank Nifty. So yesterday, those of you all were in that stock darbar. So we discussed the double bottom formation. 36,100 के अराउंड उसका ब्रेकआउट पॉइंट था, और वहां से एक स्ट्रॉन्ग मोमेंटम बिल्डअप हुआ निफ्टी, बैंक निफ्टी में. एंड वन थिंग यू शुड नोट टुडे इज कि आज बैंक निफ्टी 200 डीए में रिक्लेम कर रहा है. सो इट क्लोज्ड अबाउट दैट. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी वर डिस्कसिंग सिंस लास्ट फ्यू डेज की जो स्ट्रेंथ है वो बिल्टअप हो रही है ग्रेजुअली सेक्टर बाय सेक्टर. And so we saw this one in the bank nifty as well today, though bank nifty is leading the recent rally, but आज उसने 200 DMA के ऊपर closing दे दिया, and that also a notable one. So this is something positive. Now if you look at the Nifty's chart, yes, Monday was a follow through day, and there was a strong action on the other 4 days of the week as well. The volume also gradually Nifty started to gain the volume, especially Wednesday was a very good day. जब 100 DMA reclaim किया and from there also Nifty continued to do well for 2 more session. So अभी next यहाँ पे एक मान सकते नॉट अ क्लियर रेजिस्टेंस बिकॉज यहाँ पे जो प्रीवियस टॉप था मींस आई थिंक लास्ट टू लास्ट मंथ समवेयर अराउंड 793 तो वहां पे 50 डीएमए था एक तो that might be a reason for a top at that level but you might expect some fight around that level जैसे हमने 600 पे देखा 700 पे देखा यहाँ पे एक बार देख सकते हैं but otherwise the 17,000 the black line that is the 200-day moving average that is very important. Now one thing that I want to discuss about this chart today, very interesting. We had done this in past but I think now again we are getting this opportunity. So we have mentioned a couple of times in our write-ups in past that look for upward trending 50 DMA and 21 DMA. So अब तक ये चीज नहीं थी but this week this has happened. So यहाँ पे जब 50 DMA I think यहाँ पे फॉल होना शुरू किया तो कोई इतना मेजर टाइम 50 DMA देखो फॉल डाउनवर्ड ही है आई थिंक यहाँ पे एक बार थोड़ा अप गया था बट अदरवाइज निफ्टी 50 डीएमए इज कंटिन्यूअसली फॉलिंग लोअर. अभी क्या हुआ है कि वेंसडे को इट स्टार्टेड मूविंग हायर सो 10-20 पॉइंट्स हायर सो दिस इज वेरी पॉजिटिव. यहाँ से अगर ये हायर टर्न लेता है सो this indicates something very positive constructive setup. Also 21 DMA 50 DMA के ऊपर आ गया अभी एक दो दिन से so this is also something positive that 50 DMA moving higher and 21 DMA moving above 50 DMA. So this is a good setup. Consolidation can occur, you can't avoid, you can't say, you should not try to preempt that consolidation होगा इतना बाजार बढ़ गया ऐसा नहीं होता. यहाँ पे देखो कितना बड़ा था. So like this is a perfect example. ठीक है एक बार यहाँ पे consolidation आया था and it again continued but here it was a strong rally from 15,600 to almost 17,000 level. So it's not every time necessary कि consolidate होगा but if it happens then it's always good but then you should look कि distribution day नहीं आना चाहिए. अभी हम confirm uptrend में है so distribution day is 0.2% loss on a higher volume than previous session. ठीक है अगर ये दो कंडीशन है तो वी विल मार्क इट एज अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे. इफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे नहीं आता लो वॉल्यूम पे थोड़ा कंसोलिडेट करता है 200-300 पॉइंट की रेंज में देन इट इज एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. Okay, next the Ultratech Cement result beat estimates on all front. तो उनका जो रॉ मटेरियल इनपुट कॉस्ट वगैरह बहुत बढ़ गया था बिकॉज ऑफ द हायर एनर्जी प्राइसेस बट जो मार्जिन एक्सपेक्टेड था उससे काफी बेटर आया है. सो 20+ उनका मार्जिन ऑलरेडी अभी भी है. सो दैट वाज समथिंग टेकन पॉजिटिवली. डिमांड वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ रेवेन्यू एवरीथिंग वाज गुड as well as outlook. So infrastructure story is playing well, government capex is doing well, it's on card and I think in next few months in maybe next few quarters the capex will continue to increase. So not a problem over there. So yes, if you see over here in the Ultratech chart, so last week ये 50 DMA reclaim किया था. This week I think yes on Wednesday it reclaimed its 100 DMA, the pink line, and now today it was an excellent move. अगर price volume action देखे तो बहुत अच्छा है इसका आज का. Two things to note over here, जैसे कि निफ्टी में मैं बोल रहा हूँ 200 DMA का यहाँ पे एक resistance line है. It might take resistance over there. Second thing which is important to learn over here is the off high level. So Nifty, so this Ultratech is still around 22-25% off highs. तो जब भी कोई स्टॉक इतना ऑफ हाइज होता है तो ऊपर जाने में एक बार थोड़ा रेजिस्टेंस आता है. ठीक है थोड़ा सेलिंग प्रेशर आता है एंड the stock might consolidate, it might form a base over here and that is what exactly we want. A V-shaped recovery not a good thing every time. Rarely if there is some news based thing आ जाती है. Otherwise सस्टेनेबल जब हम सस्टेनेबिलिटी बात करते हैं तब स्टॉक प्राइस में भी सस्टेनेबिलिटी तभी आती है जब एक प्रॉपर कंसोलिडेशन लेके बेस बना के ये रेंज में अगर स्टॉक ऊपर जाता है देन दैट्स एक्सीलेंट टू डू. If you look at the global market, so this is what we were discussing that see not only India, not only the few markets but See, we track 25 developed and 25 emerging market, our global team, total 50 markets. So out of the 25 developed market, last week, जब last week closing था 15th को, तो 7 were only in the confirm uptrend, right? 8 were under pressure, 5 were in a downtrend, and 4 in a rally attempt. So now you see the markets doubled to when it comes to confirm uptrend. 14 market confirm uptrend में है, 4 are in under pressure, 6 in rally attempt, and 0 in downtrend. अभी कोई डाउन ट्रेंड में डेवलप मार्केट है ही नहीं. सो दिस इज हाउ द गुड सेटअप फॉर द ग्लोबल मार्केट इज. But yes, these markets are very volatile. So volatility is still very high globally. So please don't make market as कि हाँ भाई अभी ये बड़ा रैली है या everything is out. So next week ही Fed का meeting है, everyone knows. So let's see how it comes out. 7500. What are their comments? That will be more important. And even ये weekend अभी Reliance का शाम को result है, ठीक है. फिर कल ICICI बैंक, कोटक, परसों इन्फी. So 4 big results: IT, bank, and Reliance itself, right? So this will have an impact on market. If all these results, I think if most of them delivers well, then there is no two way that momentum can continue if there is a good support from the global market as well. In emerging also, good setup. So just 2 to 3 markets were in a confirm uptrend for last 2-3 weeks, but now it's 6. And see, this is interesting part. सब बॉटम, पोटेंशियल बॉटम बनाने का ट्राई कर रहे हैं सभी बाजार. 10 मार्केट ऐसा था इमर्जिंग में जो डाउन ट्रेंड में था लास्ट वीक. अभी 0 आर इन डाउन ट्रेंड. ऑल द मोस्ट ऑफ द मार्केट है नाउ शिफ्टेड टू अ रैली अटेम्प्ट, या फिर रैली अटेम्प्ट से कंफर्म में भी आ गए वापस. सो दिस इज समथिंग पॉजिटिव, क्योंकि उससे पहले 6, 9, 10 एंड नाउ 0. सो दिस इज व्हाट यू नीड टू लुक फॉर. Now, if we discuss about the chart of the day, so Axis Bank chart looked quite interesting. So its ratings are very good, except the relative strength, which I will discuss what to do. See, the EPS is great, 97 is good. जो उनका fund holding is increasing, right? Last few quarter results are excellent. Now, if you look at the setup over here, so it formed a base around 630, 620 level. And from there, what interesting part is the high volume accumulation. See, very good accumulation, and this can be reflected over here. A minus हो गया उसका rating, accumulation distribution का. So buyer demand is very very good. 50 DMA reclaim किया एक बार लास्ट मंथ, फिर वहां पे कंसोलिडेट करके नीचे भी आया, 50 DMA पे वापस सपोर्ट लिया, एंड देन इट स्टार्टेड रैलिंग. सो दिस इज व्हाट आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट कि हाँ, छोटा सा एक जो माइनर कंसोलिडेशन लो वॉल्यूम पे. अभी यहाँ पे 2 दिन ये स्टॉक गिरा था. लुक एट द वॉल्यूम ऑन दोस 2 days. So these are the things you should look for whenever you are analyzing a base, whenever you are analyzing a stock. So very positive. वहाँ से वो 100 DMA, then today it closed about 200 DMA. So this is what increasing. So last week we were discussing about FMCG stocks moving about 200 DMA. अभी हम last week हम SBI की बात कर रहे थे, आज Axis Bank. So gradually stocks are moving above its key moving averages. So let's see if these hold above such a level, then market can sustain. And yes, one thing to note over here now, see, relative strength thoda weak hai iska. 43 is not a good number. We ideally look for 70, 75, 80 plus. But what good is over here is कि उसका trend. So अगर आप ये RS line देखें, so since last 2-3 weeks it is moving higher. So RS line is moving higher. So this is positive, not a problem. And I think the way it is moving, it might gain a good RS rating as well. Now, what you should look for is this EPS. 3 days to go. So whenever the earnings come, you should look for how the setup is. And if you get a breakout of the earnings, and if earnings is above estimate, the management commentaries are good, then this should be the part of your watch list. So till earnings, no action should be taken. And anyways, like it's always a disclaimer that whatever we discuss over here, it's not an investment advice to buy or sell. So we are sharing for the knowledge purpose. So over here, what you should learn, or what the key takeaway is, wait for the result. and for the breakout. And this can be the part of your watch list, the way the accumulation has been done. So that's it for today's session from my side. Next week, we'll be starting up with the reaction on some key results. As I already discussed, we'll be bracing up for the Fed meeting, not only our market, but globally the market. And see, we will take what the market gives. We will not try to fight against the chart, not with our emotions of hope, greed, fear, right? So if the market shows the strength, then we'll continue to add stocks. We'll continue to be aggressive on the adding part. And similarly, if we see any sign of weakness, distribution day मिला, key moving averages breach हो रही है, जैसे we are discussing कि stocks 250 DA में reclaim करते जा रहे हैं अच्छे अच्छे stocks. If they are again reversing, then we will quickly mark it out, and then we will change our stance to uptrend under pressure. But till then, that's it from my side. Thank you and have a happy weekend. Thanks, Aurav. Thanks, Romaldo. Thank you, everyone, for attending the session. I hope it was useful. So we'll be back on Monday morning at 8:45 pre-bell with William Moon in India. So there we'll be discussing these key results. In fact, I will only be discussing those results. So see you at that time. And yes, tomorrow we will be sharing some, watch list ideas, which sectors are doing well, and also we'll be coming up with a learning article. So tomorrow during the midday, you will be getting a notification if you are using the MarketSmith India's app, and if your email is registered, you will also be getting it on email. So just try to check it out. I hope that might also be helpful to you.